Hello! Welcome back to Let's Play the Tales of Monkey Island, and this is the trial and execution of Guybrush Threepwood. So we left it with speaking to Doro. He wants a glass eye. And there's only one real place we can get glass from here. Right, let's speak to...
Hello there, uninformed man on the street.
What do you want?
How does it feel to be hideously diseased?
How do you think it feels?
Bad, I'd say. Pretty bad.
You got that right, missy.
Are you not outraged by this ridiculous trial?
Well, I'm just glad that scum-sucking Threepwood will finally be brought to justice.
I'm Threepwood.
Speaking of which, shouldn't you be in a holding cell or something?
We, get a 10-minute break every hour. It's the law. Don't tell me you're still blowing glass. Surely a dry cleaning business would be more profitable.
Ha! That just shows what you know, Binky. People are clamoring for Crypt Digits unbreakable tubes. Clamoring!
What people?
Well, just one person, really. But he ordered a huge supply. Don't ask me why.
Why?
I told you not to ask me that!
Why did someone order all those tubes?
I told you not to ask me that! I told you again!
I see you can make a glass leg, but tell me, can you make a glass eye?
Aye. But not just any glass eyes. Genuine imitation eyes made from the crystal wreaths themselves.
Genuine imitation eyes?
That's right. They'll imitate the eye color of anyone they see. You just point them at someone's eyes, give them a few seconds to set, and shazam! All new eye color. When you got a color you like, just pop it in your eye socket, and it'll stay that way forever.
I'm intrigued and cautiously optimistic. How much?
Here, try out this defective one for free.
Defective?
Aye, it's a little nearsighted, so you'll have to get up real close to the subject to capture their eye color.
Thanks. I take back all the nasty things I wrote in my diary about you. I'll see you in your, pectorals later.
Yeah, well, the three of us will be waiting.
So with Doro, it's a pretty short one. Just needs to get back to the courthouse. So, with the judge, if you ask him or demand something of him, then he goes into a fit of rage for quite a few moments.
Your Honor, I'd like to invoke my ex post facto privileges and move for a dramatis personae. No? Then can I ex ante omnes my quid pro quo?
Captain Threepwood!
Well, surely the court will give me time until my e pluribus unum reductos ad absurdum.
The defendant will stop pretending that he knows how to speak Latin!
Hold that crazy pose. Gotcha!
Right! Where were we?
And then a quick trip back outside.
Your Honor, I'd like to call a recess to confer with my client.
And while we're back out here, pretty simple what to do next.
Captain Doro,
Do you have it?
one nigh indestructible glass eye, pox-colored, just like all the cool pirates are wearing them.
Achis and Topeka and Santa Fe! Ay, 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 ay. My eye is really scary.
Now, according to Crypt Digit, all you have to do to set it is pop it in your eye socket. Ooh,
How do I look?
dangerous.
I think you mean dangerously cool, eh?
Sure, whatever. Now, about your testimony.
No problem, mi amigo. Just call me back to the stand and ask me about this.
Your Dark Ninja Dave Porcelain Power Pirates treasure map? How'd you smuggle this into here?
In my, let's say, mouth.
I don't think we really want to know. So, again back into the courthouse.
I'd like to recall Captain Doro to the stand.
Can someone pull D'Oro out of his cell?
The court would like to remind Captain Doro that he is still under oath.
See?
Captain Doro, what can you tell me about this map?
Objection!
Defense Exhibit 42, Your Honor. This is the map the witness used to find his Dark Ninja Dave Power Pirate.
I'll allow it.
But
Shut your eternally flapping mouth, you festering chumhole!
Continue.
I purchased this map at eBay 6 months ago from a traveling salesman with a plaid jacket and waving arms. He said that it was an authentic Dark Ninja Day Porcelain Power Pirates treasure map, but I have since learned that it was just as counterfeit as the Power Pirate it led me to.
And who was the dastardly swindler who sold you this map?
It was...
hey, would you look at that? I've misfiled my glorious mundus. Your Honor, on behalf of the Porcelain Power Pirates Corporation, I'd like to ask that all charges pertaining to the unfortunate counterfeiting of the Dark Ninja Dave action figure be dropped against Captains Joaquin D'Oro and Guybrush Threepwood.
Smart move, Counselor. In the matter of Porcelain Power Pirates versus D'Oro, D'Oro versus Threepwood, etc., 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 this court finds in favor of the defendants.
Call this justice. Where's the hangings?
You want hangings? Just keep it up, you swabs! Let's see here. Cleared? Dropped? Yes. Congratulations, Captain Threepwood. It appears that you have successfully gotten yourself out from under your various civil charges.
Shiver me timbers, Stumpy. I guess I'll be going now.
Hold on, what's this? There appears to be a criminal charge on the other side of this blasted paper.
Huh? Assault with molten nacho cheese isn't criminal? What else is there?
The creation, incubation, dissemination, proliferation, and mastication of a pox or pox-like affliction. A Class 1 felonious act here on Flotsam.
Oh, grots.
How do you plead?
Not guilty.
On what grounds?
There is no pox. Everyone's just got the mumps.
Does this look like the mumps to you, Sonny Jim?
I may have aided in its creation, incubation, dissemination, and proliferation, but mastication? That doesn't even make sense.
Are you suggestioning that this court doesn't know the meaning of the words it uses?
No.
Good!
The pox isn't my fault. It's LeChuck's. It all started with the cursed cutlass of Kaflu. Off the Rock of Gelato, LeChuck was doing something evil with monkeys, and I was all brrr. But then LeChuck broke my root beer bottle, and I had to substitute some of the voodoo lady's ingredients, and then LeChuck turned into a human, and all this voodoo went boom, and... well, it's not my fault.
Your Honor, the defendant is hand-waving. And believe me, I know from hand-waving. But seriously, we all know that the cloud of pox vexing this fair island arrived soon after the defendant and his oozing appendage crept upon these shores.
Disgusting pacing it was.
Then, after infecting everyone in sight, the pox cloud magically blew away at exactly the same moment that Guybrush sailed away, stealing Flotsam's only ship, I might add.
Hey, I won that ship, fair and square.
Now, Threepwood has returned, and so has the cloud of pox. What a coincidence. And yet here he stands concocting fanciful stories of a human LeChuck, voodoo cutlasses, and a so-called Rock of Gelato.
Well, Threepwood, do you have any witnesses to your unlikely tale?
I do. She's... Wonder Bunny.
Avast, ye blubbering belugas! I'm sacking your port! Bring me all your spoils, swags, booty, and boodle!
Lane, less plunder, more bunny, please.
And you, me bonny lass, step into me captain's quarters and let me ravish you, silly!
Oh, boy.
Ah, to finally hold you in me arms again. It makes me want to... What's this? The scent of betrayal? Who is this tawdry wench?
Nobody. No one.
She'll die by me rusty blade!
There goes my witness.
Then she must be summoned. Bailiff, serve the woman immediately.
Yes, sir.
You'd better be using the voodoo summons. That saucy sea hag doesn't look like she be respecting the customs of pirate law.
Aye, aye, sir.
But first, hold the defendant's pox-spreading keister back to the brig!
All right, you. Stay put until I summon your ball and chain.
I wouldn't call her that. She
Ow!
might
Oof!
take exception. What happened to you?
Oh, I'll tell you what happened. I went to Club 41 to hand this summons to your better half, and she backhanded me right out of the bar. Ugh.
Ouch.
If you want that banshee on the stand, you're gonna have to serve her yourself. Oh, I'm gonna go see if the local doctor can fix me jawbone.
What the? Oh, ladies' night.
Guybrush, your wife has lost her mind.
And you're about to lose a limb, you sea cow!
Elaine, sugar cakes, let's stop fighting and work this out over a nice cold light grog.
It's her head or yours, bilge boy!
Or you two can just figure out this little misunderstanding on your own. I'll be over here appreciating my head's ability to stay attached to my neck. A recipe for something called a Fat Island Fuzzy Nostril.
Let's have a quick look at this.
Seems simple enough.
Okay.
The only way to drag Elaine into court is to get this voodoo summons into her hands.
Well, like the previous episode, talking during a sword fight scene moves them to another location. So we need to get them to the buffet.
Morgan, what do you think you're doing?
Don't ask me. Ask your crazy wife.
I'm gonna run you through, you high seas hussy!
Ladies, please, there's plenty of Guybrush Threepwood to go around.
Well, there won't be when I'm done with ya.
Get over yourself, Threepwood.
Yikes.
Well, apparently.
Hey, Morgan, I think you're losing your edge.
I'll show you an edge. Whoa!
Elaine, you should know that Morgan and I spent a few nights together inside of a manatee.
Inside of a what? You're a dog, Guybrush Threepwood! Ah!
Can't you two just work it out over a nice grogatini?
The Guybrush Threepwood is buying me a drink?
Over your dead body, trollop!
Who are you calling Trollop, Schooner Mom?
Oh boy.
Okay, let's explore a bit more.
Okay, I'm gonna go think of something clever. Try not to kill each other while I'm away.
Yeah!
Nope, not yet. There we go.
A bartender's recipe for a Scab Island sling. Seems pretty simple. Hey, Krebs.
What do you want?
You're not upset about the trial, are you?
Why would I possibly be upset by the fact that I hideously disfigured myself in a quest for long-delayed vengeance, only to have it cruelly snatched away at the last moment?
Tell me, did it hurt
Did what hurt?
when you fell out of pirate heaven?
No, but this will.
Stay away from Guybrush, you sea hog!
Yikes!
Ah, there we go. Where's that sack of sugar? There it is.
Just what I always wanted. An ant-infested sack of sugar.
Right. While we can, let's speak to the judge.
Hey, WP.
Captain Threepwood, what can I do you for?
Looks like Ladies' Night is picked up a bit.
Picked up a little too much for my taste. These she-beasts have scared away all me eligible, hard-drinking, hard-spending pirate bachelors.
Would you mind knocking it off with the darts for a minute?
Not on your life! I need to get in a week's worth of practice before tomorrow night's tournament, and who knows how long those hellions will stay out of my way!
Barkeep, I'd like to order a drink.
What'll it be?
Can you make me one of these?
A Scab Island sling, eh? That'll be a snap.
Fine, I'll just be over...
Here you go. One Scab Island sling. Sweeter than a siren's song, and deadlier than a kraken's kiss.
That was fast.
Arr! Libations!
Ah, gimme.
Nice. Right, we saw that Elaine stabbed a dartboard earlier.
Yikes!
Get out of the way, you blithering hunk of man-meat!
I won't be able to get any closer to the dartboard with those hell kittens in the way.
Oh dear. I should have done that before I spoke to WP.
Ew. What was that?
Is that a new recipe?
Seems simple enough.
Oh, wait a minute. There we go.
Hey, what's this piece of paper stuck? It's a recipe for a drink called a Tri-Island Tuna Colada. Looks complicated.
How about a towel, sir?
Thanks. Ooh, really needed that.
Right. Okay. Let's speak to Krebs again. It should be very short.
Hey, Krebs.
What do you want?
It's nice to see one female pirate in this bar isn't a fight-crazed wackadoodle.
Oh, I am. I'm just loading up on carbs before joining the fight. Doesn't pay to have a sugar drop in the middle of one of these things, you know.
What you gonna do with all that gold?
All what gold?
All that gold inside your chest.
Stay away from Guybrush, you sea hog!
Yikes!
Right, that means they're out the way. Now we need to get WP out the way as well. Wait a minute, let's have a look.
Looks complicated.
That'll do.
Can you make one of these?
A Tri-Island Tuna Colada? Arr, that takes me back. I haven't made one of these since I was a bosun under Captain Bo.
But can you make one? I'm really in the mood.
Aye, but it'll take some doing to scrounge up the ingredients.
Take your time.
And quickly now.
I'll just put this here for safekeeping.
Done! One Tri-Island Tuna Colada. Now I can get back to me darts.
Arr! Libations!
Ah, gimme.
Okay, this is really flattering, but let's calm down and talk this out like adults.
I'll be calm when the flay's been filleted like a fish.
Wow, Morgan, you're pretty handy with a sword.
Is that so? What else is she handy with?
Ah! Elaine, Tucklebear. Morgan's all bark and no bite.
You want bite? You got it. And I'll throw in the bark for free.
Huh? Good for nothing words getting in the way of my killing.
Honey, you are formally summoned to appear before the court of Judge Grindstump in the case of the people of Flotsam versus Guybrush Threepwood, Mighty Pirate. TM.
Phew. Now I know who wears the daddy pants in the relationship.
You stay away from my boy's pants, or I'll hang you from my Jolly Roger, you Jezebel! And you, don't think you can totter around with some tart and not get a fistful of what?
She's a catch.
And conveniently not a rotten double-crosser.
I told you I had a job to do.
Sure, just doing your job. Tell me, aside from all the silver, how are the benefits?
Guybrush.
Do you get health care for the repetitive stress injuries caused by all the backstabbing and cutting off people's hands?
I said I was sorry.
Sorry? I can't pick my left nostril without risking a lobotomy.
What if
What if nothing? Goodbye, Morgan. I've got a wife to cure and an island to save. Mrs. Threepwood.
Oh, Guybrush was a bit harsh.
Please tell the court how this horrible pox is all LeChuck's fault.
LeChuck? That stick in the mud wouldn't know a good pox if it kicked him in the fundament. Heck, there wouldn't even be a pox if you'd gone through with the voodoo lady's recipe properly. But no, you had to wave that root beer bottle around like some sort of conquering hero. Oh, look at me! I be Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate! Next thing I know, you're trying to replace root beer with root grog and bam! Pox all over the place. Not that I'm complaining, mind ya.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Honey, why don't you please tell everyone how I've been trying to find a cure for the pox?
Don't you honey me, you two-timing cannon scrubber. I bet all this talk of looking for La Esponja Grande was all plot to spend time canoodling with your little privateering she's flag.
La Esponja Grande, yes, it's right over there, see?
Sure it is.
Could you give the court some idea of what a fine, upstanding pirate your husband is?
Well, let's see. When I first met him, he was breaking into my mansion to steal a statue. Later, after shanghaiing a crew to take him to Monkey Island, he totally failed to rescue me from the evil clutches of the ghost pirate LeChuck, so I had to dress up a couple of monkeys in a bridal gown.
This may have been a bad line of questioning.
Then he left me hanging over a pit while he went looking for the treasure of Big Whoop. I didn't hear from him for 3 years after that. Turned me into a bleeding statue. Left the seat up. Oh, and that's not even mentioning all the times I've found myself tied up, manacled, or otherwise incarcerated because of his blithering idiocy!
You're too good for him, love.
Shave his belly with a rusty razor.
I don't think this is going to work.
I'd like a second to think about my next move, Your Honor.
Make it fast! Your character witness is oozing all over my courtroom!
Wait a second.
Could you read that last bit back for me?
Oh, yeah.
Very interesting. I don't even remember saying exsanguinate. No, I'm not questioning your professionalism. It's just that I don't even know the meaning of... Yes, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am.
Yes, sorry, I forgot we did that last episode. Or the one before.
Your Honor, Buccaneers of Flotsam, you all believe that I, Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate, have brought this horrible pox to your shore.
Off with his
Run
head!
him off the
Feed it to
plank!
the jungle beast!
What if I were to tell you that I could tame this unruly witness, prove my good intentions, and begin the process of curing you all of this hideous voodoo pox, all in one fell swoop?
I don't know.
Feed
Maybe.
it to the jungle beast!
Your Honor, I object. Defense is grasping at sponge-shaped straws here.
Denied! But get on with it, Captain. The hangman gets overtime if we keep him up after midnight.
With pleasure, Your Honor. Wenches and pirates, I give you Exhibit S, the wonder of La Esponja Grande.
I thought it'd be bigger.
Now behold, as a simple exfoliating motion of La Esponja Grande washes away the pox, restoring my wife to her usual, mostly pleasant demeanor.
Arr!
Sugar cakes?
Off with his head!
Get that piece of seaweed off me, you deep-sea doily diver!
Does the defense have any other pointless arguments it would like to make?
This is sort of all I got.
Then, by the power vested in me by the put-upon pirates of Flotsam Island, I summarily sentence you to be hanged by your pox-spreading neck until you are... Right there.
What? Woof.
What is the meaning of this? My name is LeChuck, and I can tell you exactly what Guybrush did.
LeChuck? I thought he was a ghost.
I heard he was a zombie.
Don't listen to him!
You see, Your Honor, the pox is all my fault.
Listen to him!
For decades, I dabbled in the dark forces of voodoo, clamoring for power. I hungered for it. I yearned for it. I pillaged, plundered, and killed for it.
I can attest to all of this.
And it was my accumulated voodoo that infected you all. Dark, evil voodoo that was explosively released when I was once again defeated by the perpetually heroic Guybrush Threepwood.
He's not kidding. I've killed him like 5 times.
So you see, Guybrush Threepwood is not the source of this pox. I am. And I hereby throw myself upon the mercy of this court, or lack thereof.
Off with your head!
But wait, there's more. It turns out I had an unknown silent power urging me down those darkened voodoo corridors. A power far more insidious than I could ever hope to be. I submit to the court this journal, property of... Quiet up there! The voodoo lady!
Ooh, that creepy lady who lives in the shack?
What the what?
In these pages you will find detailed plans, laid out by the voodoo lady over the course of many years, to manipulate my never-ending rise to power. My hunger for voodoo, my seemingly endless cycle of ironically comical death and disturbing resurrection. My obsession with the darling Elaine. It's all because of her.
Off with her head!
Feed it to the jungle beast!
It can't be true. Can it?
Order! Order! I hereby call for the release of Guybrush Threepwood and the immediate imprisonment of LeChuck and the voodoo lady! To the brig with both of them!
I've had it up to me eye patch with all this land-loving lollygagging. I'm off to plunder me some treasure.
Don't worry about me, my friend. Go cure your wife.
Well, I'm finally free, but now my pox-crazed wife is nowhere to be found. A mad scientist is hunting her for who knows what reason, and the legendary voodoo sponge that was supposed to cure her has turned out to be useless. Under normal circumstances, I'd ask the voodoo lady for help, but she's sitting in the jail cell next to my archenemy, who may or may not be my best friend, after it's been revealed that she's been the secret power behind most of my travails over most of my life as a pirate. Maybe I should have been a beekeeper like my Uncle Sid.
Well, I think leaving it here now is as good as time as any. Well, mainly because it's now actual time, and it's kind of left things on a bit of a shocker, really. But anyway, sorry for the delay in this episode, but I am back, and I will see you again very, very soon. Take care now. Bye-bye.